Hey everyone, welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jody, and today we are doing a yoga practice for motivation. So if you're watching this video right now, you might be feeling a little stuck, maybe low energy, maybe you just need that little boost or a little kick maybe to get yourself going and moving in the right direction. And we're going to do that through this practice today, grounding poses and poses, twists and core. It's going to really help to ignite that Manipura fire, that fire of the third chakra. So with that practice, or with this practice, we are using doTERRA's Motivate blend. I have it diffusing right now. It smells amazing. It's citrus and mint scent, and there's like peppermint and clementine, coriander, basil, and a few other things that are included in this blend. It smells amazing. So I'm going to just put a few drops here, I think this time right on the bottoms of my feet, to get a little bit of oils absorbed in through my skin, and so I can get the feelings of confidence and just ward away any negative emotions. So the hardest part of this practice today was actually putting this video on and getting settled in to take this class. So go grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. Okay, let's get started in child's pose. Have a block handy if you want to use a block today. We're going to sit back on the heels. Let's spread the knees nice and wide and then just fold forward between the legs, resting your forehead on your hands, or you can bring your arms to your side and rest your forehead on the mat. And we're just going to take a couple moments to check in. And so when I say check in, it's really starting to draw your attention inward, focusing more on how you're feeling physically in your body. And noticing what type of mood you're in today. Again, if you're looking for motivation, sometimes those feelings that we have might be less energetic, maybe a little down. So if you're feeling that way, just acknowledge those feelings. Don't try to push them away, and rather let them rise to the top so we can process and move forward. And noticing your thoughts here, taking time to acknowledge whatever it is you're thinking about, and if it's something negative, first turn it into a positive thought and then release that thought from your mind. Let's take our arms and stretch them out in front. Spread your fingers so they resemble starfish, and then bring your hands just a little wider than the shoulders and really walk the hands out. We want to stretch through the upper body, through the arms, through the shoulders here. Place the hands firmly down. Rise up on your knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Coming to downward facing dog. So we're shaped like an inverted V. We're going to press into the hands and start to shift everything back. The chest to the thighs, the hips go back. Pull your belly in and up. Breathe into your upper chest. And just slightly constrict the back of the throat. It's called Ujjayi Pranayama, or breath of victory. So when you exhale, it's kind of like you're fogging up a mirror. And then you reverse the breath back in. And breathing back out. And you can do this a couple times with your mouth open, so you get that really good deep sensation. Then just close your mouth and continue to breathe. So we're going to get right into it. It's a dynamic, strong practice. So let's inhale, come up on the toes, bend the knees, and as you exhale, either walk, step, or jump your feet all the way forward between the hands into a forward bend. Inhale, hands to shins. Lift halfway, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold down, draw yourself in, chest to thighs. Drop your head and look towards your knees or between your legs. Okay, inhale, root down through your feet, relax your toes, rise up to a standing position. Stretch your arms above your head, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back, chair pose. Good. Again, hips come back, belly's in and up, breathe into your chest. Take your gaze up to your fingers. And notice the breath, notice the strength in your lower body here. We are tuning into our root chakra, this chakra of groundedness, of confidence. Draw up on the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs, chest to thighs, drop the head. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back, look forward. Exhale, place your hands on the mat and either step or jump back into a plank position. From here, okay, you can either keep the knees up or drop the knees down. We're going to spin the inside of the elbows forward by rolling the triceps back and in. Shift your weight forward 1 inch and then look forward as you lower. Bend your elbows down. Untuck your toes. Straighten your arms by pressing into your palms. Start to lift up. Now you can stay lower by bending your elbows. You can press up higher by straightening your arms and even lift the knees up. Nice full up dog. Lift up to your heart. Feel the compression through the back. Exhale. Untuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale. Lift your right leg up nice and high. Exhale. Take a big step forward between your hands. Now spin your back foot flat here and reach your arms up for warrior one. So we're taking the gaze straight forward. Hips, belly, chest, or straight forward to the front of the mat. Arms up. Good. Lunge into that front knee. So you straighten out through that back leg. Notice that squareness of the hips. Okay, you don't have to get too crazy. It doesn't have to be perfectly square. But generally, the right hip coming back, left hip coming forward. Good. Relax your toes. Shoulders drop down. Fingertips reach. Come back to your breath. Belly's in. Chest rises and falls with each breath. Good. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now we're going to do a pretty deep twist here. So we're going to take the left elbow and we're going to hook it to the outside of that right thigh, okay? So you can keep your back heel down or you can lift your back heel up. That will release a little bit from that twist. You're going to push your elbow into the outside of that thigh and then lift up and start to peel your belly and chest away from the thigh. Take your gaze up. Whoa. Little balance here. If it's too intense, this twist, take your left hand down to the inside of your foot, your right arm up to the sky, and you can always drop your knee here. So finding your options right here. Shoulders back, crown of the head lengthens. Keep pulling your right hip back. Good. Chin away from the chest. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale, release the hands, drop that back heel again, and then rise up to reverse warrior, okay? Arms come out, and then right arm reaches up. Left arm can rest on that back leg. Keep this lunge position. I know it's getting intense in those legs, but we're working through the core and through the root, the grounding postures. Okay, if you want to bind, left arm comes behind. Reach up and over, stretch, press the inside of your knee towards the right toe to open up a little bit more through that right leg. Good, breathe in. Exhale, right elbow to the top of the right thigh, left arm up and over the ear, side angle pose. So notice here my chest is open. You want to try to open your chest up towards the sky and not too much weight here on the hand. Instead, really use the core center to support your body. If you want to go deeper, straighten that arm down. Good. Keep pressing the inside of your knee to your right pinky toe. Good. Open up just a little bit more. And then inhale, rise all the way back up, warrior two. But we're going to turn and face the front of the room. We're going to come into a balance. So step the back foot in, hands to your heart. Okay. We're going to lift that back leg up and come to airplane pose. It's a variation of warrior three. So you're going to bring your arms out. You're going to start to hinge forward at the hip. Try to get that back leg parallel, straighten it out, point the toe, roll the shoulders back, lift those arms up, keep pulling the belly in. A little micro bend in your knee if you need it. Good job, you guys. We're feeling this in that leg for sure. Let's inhale to chair pose. Step back, left foot next to right. Bend the knees. Keep the chest up. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. That feels good on the back. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step or jump back into your plank position. Again, knees up or down. Spin the elbows forward or inside of your elbows forward. Shoulders forward. Bend your elbows lower, halfway or all the way. Untuck your toes. Start to straighten your arms. Lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, big step forward. Spin your back foot flat. Warrior one. Reach your arms up. Good. Arms back by your ears. Lunging into that knee. Good. Left hip comes back, right hip forward. Notice what you're feeling in your body. I'm feeling a really good stretch in my calves today. Belly draws in and up. Breathe into your chest. All is well. No matter where you are right now, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're going through, everything's okay. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's hook that right elbow to the outside of the thigh. So remember our options. You can keep the back heel down. You can spin the back heel up. If you're hooking, remember, elbow to the outside. You want to press in. Watch your balance. Press in and start to peel your belly and your chest off your thigh. So we have a nice straight spine, okay? You can always bring that right hand down, left arm up towards the sky into your dragonfly, or drop your knee, okay? Couple more breaths. I'm having a little trouble balancing here today. It's okay. One more inhale. Let's release the hands, okay? Spin the back heel flat and rise up to reverse warrior, okay? So we're still lunging into this left knee, left arm up, right arm rests on that back thigh or bind around to the back. Good, and nice stretch here. So one of the things I like to really feel that openness in the hip here. And in order to get that, you will need to make sure you guys, your toes are pointed forward. Okay, if they're pointed inward at all, it's going to be really hard to open up. You can even point it out to the left just slightly to open up a little bit more if that feels good in your body. Good, keep lunging down, lifting and lengthening, never forcing, easing your way into these postures. Take one more inhale. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over the ear. Nice stretch right here. Again, not leaning too much of your weight on that hand, but for more of a challenge, just straighten that arm. Let the fingertips graze above the ankle. Ooh, it's intense. Lots of strength we're cultivating through the lower body, through the core center. Keep pulling the belly in and up, rolling the right shoulder back. Find a good place for your gaze, whatever feels good in your neck. Let's inhale, rise all the way up. Ooh, and then exhale, we're going to step the back foot forward, okay? Arms come out to the sides, moving into airplane pose. Roll the shoulders back. Find your focal point, start to lift the back leg up. Slowly hinging forward at the hips. See if you can get that back leg parallel. Now straighten the leg, point the toe, lift the arms, reach for the fingertips. Come to your Ujjayi Pranayama, your breath of victory. It's a pretty motivating breath. Inhale, chair. Step your right foot next to your left. Sit your hips back. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Hold for just a couple breaths here. Pull yourself in a little deeper. Get that nice stretch, that nice sensation through the back. Okay. We're going to come into a squat position. So bring your feet a little wide, just about hip width distance, and bring your knees out. Okay, so we're going to practice crow pose. It's an arm balance. And crow pose, any arm balance, you want to take your time, so don't feel like you need to rush into this. And you can always, if you're new to crow, is practice by placing a block, okay, under your forehead. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to place our hands shoulder width distance. We're going to spread the fingers. Hug your triceps in, okay? And you're gonna need to bend your elbows. Your upper arms are like a shelf, okay, for your knees. So we're going to lift the heels up nice and high. Don't get in the habit of lifting your butt up so high. Just instead lift the heels up And then place the knees on the back of the arms. We can even put this a little higher if you want to. And then with your hands, you guys, you want to just kind of bend the knuckles just a little bit, and you're going to press into the finger pads, right, to kind of help with balance here. Okay, so hugging in, knees up by the armpits, okay, and then maybe just taking your forehead right here on the block, and then picking up one toe, and then leaning forward, maybe picking up that other toe. Make sure you place that block forward enough so that you feel supported in this posture, okay? If you're not using the block today, we're just coming forward. You want to keep your gaze forward. So lift your chin away from the chest, bend your knuckles just a little bit, claw into your yoga mat, pick up one toe, one foot, lean forward a little bit more, pick up the other foot, and then hug those feet up into your body. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release. Step back to plank pose. Lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, untuck the toes. Straighten up, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push away through the hands, chest to thighs. Lift the tailbone, press the heels. If it feels good to alternate heel presses, you can do that. Good, inhale, up on the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, we're gonna just jump forward to the hands, cross the feet, and then sit all the way back. So we're just gonna cross, sit, and then come on back. Okay, so roll onto your back. Bring your knees above your hips, your hands behind your head, navel to your spine. We're just going to move through some yoga bicycles, okay? So go ahead and take your right elbow, cross it over to your left thigh, and straighten out your right leg. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. And inhale to center, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale. Keep pressing your navel down as you switch from side to side, and really think about controlling your movements, right? We're not moving too fast. We're really mindful about how we're moving our legs, how we're twisting, and what exactly are you feeling as you twist from side to side through your obliques. Do you feel the warmth? Do you feel the heat, the fire, right? That Manipura fire that we are building to help with motivation, determination, drive, discipline, all those qualities. Good. Let's do 2 more each side. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on back. Release. Hands behind the legs. Rock and roll forward and back a couple times. And then when you come up, balance right here on your sit bones. Roll the shoulders back. You can keep holding on to the back of your knees. This is called boat pose, or maybe release the hands. Hold and breathe. You want a little more, straighten your legs. If you need a little bit of support, take your hands here. You can even place your toes here on the mat, and you're still going to work that core. It's all what you put into it and your awareness that you are putting forth in your practice today. Let's hold for 5, 4, continue breathing here, 3, 2, 1, and let's let go, okay? Come all the way back. Send your feet out to the front of the mat, reach your arms up above the head, and let's just get a nice stretch, maybe side to side, stretching through the side body. And then bend your knees. Bring your arms to your sides. We're going to lift up through the hips into bridge pose. So ankles under your knees, toes point forward. Okay, so your feet are about hip width distance, arms to your sides. Let's lift the hips up. As you're lifting your hips, you're pressing into your feet, relaxing your toes, and then walk your shoulders in towards each other. See if you can interlace your fingers, and then press down into the arms, to the feet, and lift your hips up. Imagine you're squeezing something between your thighs, like a yoga block. As you breathe in and out, just notice the rise and fall of your body with every breath you take. One more breath in. Exhale. exhale, release. Knees to chest. Good. Take those knees, drop them to the right, turn your gaze to the left. Use your right hand to press into that thigh. That's going to help release right here through the hips, through the lower back. It feels really amazing. And then come back to center and take it over to the other side. Left hand presses on the outside. Okay, come back to center. Inhale, hug the knees into your chest. And exhale, send the feet all the way out to the corners of the mat. Let's move into our final rest, Shavasana. All right, if you'd like to stay in Shavasana longer, hit the pause button. We're going to begin to move slowly just by moving the fingers and the toes. And then let's bend the knees. Keep your eyes closed as you slowly roll over to either your right or left side. Bring yourself up to a seated position. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, palms together, thumbs to the chest. And take your internal gaze to your hands. Check in once more with how you're feeling. Notice the energy that you've created in your body. To help you move forward and jumpstart whatever it is you need jump-started. Just take a deep breath in, reach the arms above the head. Bring your palms together and back to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Great job, and I really hope that this video gave you the push that you needed today. So if you have any questions on anything, please feel free to comment below. I want your questions. I want your comments. I will answer anything that you guys have questions on. And if you have questions on the essential oils that I use, give me a line or shoot me a line on that too, and I'll give you all the information that you need. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, press the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Namaste.